We just vibe for a second. I've been pumping this stuff for a minute, y'all. Detroit fashion scene, hosted by me, V. Hold on, wait a minute. I get back to it. Shout out to the producer, man. WKZZ Cool TV. Streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Okay. Stop. Yo. What's going on, my people? What's going on, my people? Now, I know I'll be coming in here with the highest of high energies. But today, I'm bringing that real spill because I got to do something that I dreamed about when I thought about this show. I said I want to be able to meet people, link up with people, definitely people from where I'm from, but people everywhere. And I really want to be able to do the work with them. I really want to go in their element. I really want to see how life is for them, even if it's just for an hour. I envisioned being able to just reach out, having that type of power to reach out to powerful people and enter in their lives and bringing them to y'all. And I'm here to tell you, you know what I mean? In its infancy, it happened. Coach Chanel is in the building. Okay? Coach.
Hey, everybody.
Flat out, bro. Round of applause. It's just us. I like to be. It's just us. It's just us. Shout out to you. Man, what's popping with you?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. How's your day going?
It's going good.
I have had the DM hit up. Everybody saw the picture. They saw me sweating. You know, they saw me hurting the next day. They saw me having to drag out of bed and come to work. So I'm just going to enter it like this. When you kill somebody like that, when you put them to work, because you know that's how the transformation starts. Start with that hard work. When you put them to work, how do you get up to stay encouraged to get back up? Come on, it's just day one. Let's get the day and get it going.
I mean, I'm type of person, I text all my clients at least 4 to 5 times a week, to be honest with you, even if it's on the off days or whatever, because most of the time I do like online training now that I'm in Atlanta. So like I text a lot of my clients and stuff like that. Like it's just motivation because I don't know, with me,
Right.
I used to get up 4:30 in the morning and be at the gym. Well, actually, we used to get up at 3:30 in the morning and be at the gym at 4:30 in the morning before work. Yeah, and it was 5 of us that used to be in the gym every day together. And my coach literally every day. And this is when I was in Detroit. So, snowstorms. Like I used to be the same way that everybody else was. Pray that he would just text me like, you don't have to come. Never got that text message. Never got that text message. So, I mean, it's just motivation. But you'll see when you see the results, you'll motivate yourself. It's just sometimes you have to get that person through that hard part. And when you start seeing the results, most of the time they'll come. It's just getting through that pain, and I still feel the pain. It's just
you got to be hard on y'all because it wasn't given to her easy. When she started this journey, it was pain, it was sweat, but passion was brought from it. So I wanted to make sure I opened up with that before I let her introduce herself because we do things a little different around here. You know what I mean? I want people to know we dealing with the real before I have them know who the real is. So please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you got going on in the A.
Well, my name is Heather Browner, but I go by Coach Chanel because that's my middle name. And right now I'm just a personal trainer. Fitness has always been a part of my life. I did bodybuilding. That's what a lot of people know me for, is the bodybuilding, I guess, criteria. But like I ran track in college, high school, middle school, college. That's the only way I got to college. That's what my parents said. We ain't got no money. The only way you're gonna get there is academic or your athletic. So I got to college by scholarship, and later on bodybuilding and back to fitness. So I just, I like to motivate my people, especially being a, African American woman, a woman of color. Like a lot of stuff run high in us, and we looking for a quick fix and stuff like that. And just a woman just trying to motivate, and a normal woman trying to motivate, people is on there, with the fitness models and the big booties and the small waist, with the detox teas. And yeah, you'll lose 5 or 10 pounds in 1 week with that, but you gonna gain it back, sis.
Like I hear you said a normal woman trying to motivate. So is that what you trying? You try to make sure you bring people down to a point of understanding that they can conquer this, right? Whatever this
Yeah.
setting out on, you can do this, right? That no matter how hard it gets. Because we all
Yes.
looking at like I'm getting out of bed. I told somebody the other day, man, half the things I do, when I have a great day and I accomplish something, I didn't plan on it. It came from fighting
Mhm.
to get out of bed, and I was talking to my engineer. So you're gonna see something on the screen. But I was talking to my engineer. He's gonna be mad at me, but I sent some pictures. So at some point in this interview, we're gonna bring up some pictures because you are a powerful person. I mean that in more ways than. And when I was looking at the Pretty Girl Fitness page, I thought I would see just you, but I saw a lot of people transforming. I saw a movement. Can you tell me a little bit about Pretty Girl Fitness?
Well, pretty good. Well, it was core fitness first, and then I changed to pretty girl fitness a little bit, Danier or whatever. Core fitness was like back in my bodybuilding days, but boot camp has always been like my core type of training. I like outside training also, like, and it's just gritty, like I like to get people through that rough patch, like I said, going back to what we said, everybody had that starting point and everybody have that gritty point where they don't understand. So even while I'm coaching and training, I'm teaching, because
Right,
you have a lot of coaches that and I've dealt with those, as a performance athlete, as a collegiate athlete, as bodybuilder. You have those coaches that don't talk to me, just do what I say, and
right,
you don't understand, what you're doing or why you're doing it. And with me, I try to teach you why you're doing it, or why I'm not going to give you, why I don't do this the easy way
right,
out and stuff like that. I try to teach you and coach you and stuff like that. So the core, like, so bodybuilding, of course I could take you in there in the weight room and what I could bench press 185, without a problem.
Listen,
But without a problem.
I
The
ain't gonna lie, I'm struggling
traps
with
ain't come
the
easy.
part. I'm struggling on that with it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll make it look good though, but I'm struggling on that part.
So just that core, just getting people through that part. And I feel like once you get people through that part, a lot of times there it's it get easier, like, so that's where I come in, getting people to that core part and just coaching you through it, teaching you why, and even the parts of your body, like, and the one thing about bodybuilding, it taught me the mechanics of the body, which I didn't know being an athlete and stuff like that. It teaches you how things work, how certain foods work, how supplements work. So I can go in depth with nutrition. A lot of times I see a lot of coaches, just throwing meal plans up, because that's the thing now, meal plans, like
Right.
starve people,
Calorie
you
count.
know, yeah, you don't even know what to do. You don't know the meanings of a refeed and a bulk day and stuff like that. You don't know. And
People
people just.
embracing these things and they haven't really researched or studied them, but it worked for others. I know that. I know their body look crazy. It worked for me, right?
Yeah, but you don't know. You A lot of times people put up pictures and stuff like that, and they not following the diets, like that they're
Right. So they
producing.
acting like they following that diet or that plan, but really they doing about 5 extra sets. They taking this
Hmm.
protein powder. They got the creatine.
Hmm.
I hear you. So
Yeah.
I'm sure like a lot of your clients and a lot of the people you help transform, they didn't get to see you before you transform you. So could you take us to that point? Like, were you always like super strong, or were you always like into the gym, into bodybuilding, or did you earn that at some point?
Well, what happened? Well, like I say, fitness has always been a part of my life. But like, I ran through college. I was smart in college. After I graduated, I was like 98 pounds, 105 until I was like 23. Until I was 23, and then I graduated college,
Uh-huh.
and because I was an athlete all my life, I didn't understand the gym because it didn't make sense to me. Because while I was working out, it was for a cause. It was because I want to win, because I need the scholarship. Because every 6 months, I mean, not every 6 months, but every semester, you will go into a meeting with your, of course, with your coach. Just say, if you don't meet this time, we're
Right.
gonna drop it.
Yeah.
Because I had a track scholarship. I wasn't a basketball player, football player. So they like, we're gonna bench you. We ain't give you no scholarship. So you had that time in your head that you had to, produce this. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a workout, it was a job to keep myself in college. So after I graduated, I didn't have that anymore. I didn't have a coach or anything. So I didn't understand the gym. you know. So it took until my brother passed when I was 28 years old. It took until my brother passed. And then, I had a lot of stuff happen. I was depressed and stuff. So I had to go to therapy and stuff. So my therapist at the time was like, when was the last time you was happy? And I remember when I would get depressed, I would go sit on the track. And so it was literally like the smell of the track. So I was like, it's the track, but I don't want to just run around the track at 28 years old.
Okay.
So my friend, huh?
No, I'm
So
listening.
my friend was, yeah, so my friend was in this boot camp or whatever. And so I was like, okay, whatever. She kept asking me to come to the boot camp and stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do the boot camp. And so she was like, just come one day. And literally, like after 2 months later, I came to the boot camp. Literally, one day turned into years.
Right.
And literally, that's how. So I did get, so go back to, after I graduated college, maybe a year later, I gained weight. I was like 160. So that's big when you don't have no, no muscle
Still
and you coming from.
just gained weight naturally. Just gained weight. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I was like 160, big, fluffy,
We
so I
okay here.
hated.
I had the hot dog back here too. I had that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was, depressed eating, depressed drinking, going out.
Really?
So it was like, it was the hate the way I looked. So it was so crazy. So like, I think I was at the boot camp like a year, and it was crazy because I was working out, but I was still eating bad because I didn't understand nutrition. So one time then, so it was like we was going to like Miami, and I was like, I can't go to Miami looking like this.
Right, right, right.
So I was like, I put myself on a diet plan, but all by myself. I was like, I'm gonna cut out all carbs. I did it the wrong way. Don't do that, y'all. So
Nah,
I
yeah,
cut out
for y'all.
I cut out all carbs, and I lost like 25 pounds in like a month and a half. Don't do what I do. It
Okay,
was bad.
but you
I was
lost
starving.
that.
So I lost like 25 pounds in a month and a half. And so, but with that, that's what kind of led me into like a year and a half later after that. That's what led me into bodybuilding because I got really small, but I lost everything, my butt, my hips. And if women, we know, like once you lose your butt and your hips, that's when we stop everything. So that's when I was like, okay, what can I do to build again? Because I was just small again. I was just skinny, nothing. So I was like, what can I do to build? And that's when I met my first competitor coach, and that's when I started building muscle, and that's when it transformed my body. So a little story. So that's kind of.
I love it though. So okay, so we hear the passion, we hear the transformation. When did the business part click in? Was it always when you just evolving to that point, or did it take a friend or a mentor to say, "Hey, you need to monetize this," or was that the competitions? Was that the point of that?
No, actually, well, when I started transforming, like people would come up to me, and be like, like, 'cause I even be in the gym, and I would have the boot camp coach, his people would come to me because they wasn't transforming because he didn't do meal plans and stuff. He'd just go in there and work you out, but didn't tell you how to eat.
Burning.
You know, so they would come to me, because I'd be in the back of the gym and they see me lose all this weight. So they asked me like, "What's going on? Like how you lose all this weight and the short, blah blah." This is when I started actually, building muscle and stuff too. When I was under my other coach, so I would give him pointers. So talking to my brother, who is like he's a life entrepreneur. That's what I call him. Like he always been an entrepreneur from when he was 12 years old to like up to his 50 now. Like he ain't never worked a regular job. He always, been an entrepreneur and stuff like that. So he the one who told me, he was like, you need to stop just giving out, free information. People is charging for this. So in my head, I'm like, I'm just helping. I'm like, how am I gonna charge for this? I didn't understand, you know, charging for it. So, that's when he was like, you need to, charge for this or whatever and all this other stuff. So that's when I started actually, like maybe a year after that. Because at the time too, I was also, a therapist and stuff. I got my master's in MSW. So I was a therapist too. So I'm holding on to that as a career. So I'm not thinking about, making this as a career or nothing like that. But he's like, you're really good at it. You put so much time into this, like competing, you might work out like eight hours a day, and it's 24-hour sport too. So he was like, you put so much time into this, why don't you, monetize it, make money off of it.
Yeah.
And, and that's when, I actually started, with the business concept, and I also had like a little brick and mortars for
Yeah.
like a year, but I don't want to brick and mortars no more.
No, I
But
hear you.
yeah.
Let me pay these bills before they charge me. Listen, you are
Hmm.
tuning in to Detroit Fashion Scene, okay? Hosted by me, V. I am so honored and blessed to be able to do this right now, be able to sit in this station and have this, gift bestowed to me to talk to people. You're watching this on JZZ Cool TV, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. I want to send love and more energy and more power to Coach Chanel with Pretty Girl Fitness. And we were just talking about those stages of transformation going into business. So now I want to go to that first competition, that first one. When you was the first competition, when you like, all right, this is it. This is what I trained hard for. I'm in it now. What was going through your head at that moment? Oh man,
my,
that first
my,
one, not the one when you was ultra
I,
confident. I'm
I,
talking about that first one.
my first competition, the pictures is not up.
Is that to say you weren't prepared?
The first competition. Well, because of my background with athletics, I
Yeah.
naturally gained muscle really fast. So I competed as a bikini girl.
Mm.
So I ended up as a physique girl, which is a step under the bodybuilders, the bodybuilding girls. So I'm a physique girl. Well, I was a physique girl now. I mean, after I retired, but when I started, my first competition was a bikini girl. Them the really small girls. They come in at like you might be 5'2", and you probably come in at like 98 pounds. I came in at 5'2" at 130. So I was like muscle, all
Right.
through and through and through. So I placed dead last.
Wow.
Dead last.
The muscles didn't
I,
help in that regard.
no, they take down for your muscles. Yeah. Yeah, they take down for your muscles. Um and I was dead last. Nobody told me why. Like it was just kind of like, why you here? Like, what?
Hey, that was
Like, why are you on stage? And I couldn't pose because I'm too muscular. So like the poses that they do, I couldn't pose. It was horrible. It was so horrible. I called my coach, my first coach, back. I was like,
what
oh my
happened?
god. He was like, I told you you're too muscular for
Okay,
that
okay.
category.
So that happened, right? And you had to face
Yeah.
that. Was it a period where you had to get yourself back confident to get back straight? Or did you say, oh no, I'm going after it right now?
Well, I was really competitive. So I was like, put me back into another competition. So I think a year later, I might have, yeah, I think a year later, because I ended up transferring coaches or whatever, because he didn't really deal with bigger girls. He really dealt with bikini girls, maybe figure girls. But I realized I didn't want to be a figure girl because I don't know. I just didn't want to be a figure girl. So I was like, and I felt like I was gonna grow out of there anyways because I don't know. I just feel like I was gonna grow out of that category. So why stay in a category for a year or so? So I was like, you know what? Let me just go to, another coach. And the coach, and it's so crazy because the bigger coaches, I didn't understand. I didn't know nothing about the bigger girls and nothing like that. So went to the powerhouse, like, homegrown powerhouse in
Get it.
Highland Park. If anybody,
Let's
huh?
get it. It's still there. Y'all better go,
Yes.
man. That place done bred kings and queens there.
Yes. So it was crazy because my boot camp coach, because that's where I did my bikini, because my bikini coach was online. So I needed a place to train. So I still train at the boot camp. So the boot camp coach is the one who told me about, Highland Park. I didn't know nothing about the powerhouse. So he took me in there and he introduced me to Ron Love. And you probably don't know, he placed, he was I think at the time he was the only male to place eighth in the Mr. Olympia. So
Really?
he stepped on the Mr. Olympia stage. Yep, place eighth. So I didn't know him. So it's crazy. We walked in at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and so he introduced me to Ron Love, and he like, Ron, like, you don't know me, and I'm like, I don't
Right.
know you. So he produced, Linda Murray.
Wow,
If you ever know
brother.
Linda Murray, the 8-time Miss Olympia.
Bless her.
So, huh?
I said, bless her,
Yeah.
bless.
Yeah. So he produced her or whatever. And so I didn't know who he was. So that's it started from there. Like with him, coming in at 4:30 in the morning, it'd be like five of us dragging in. We all just became a family. And that's when, I started, like he started helping me understand, the muscle to memory and to balking and stuff like that. Like he helped me understand it. But he wasn't the coach that took me to my first physique competition. But he did help connect it. So when I got to my final coach, which is
Right.
James, I understood it. But James is really what kind of connected everything with me and helped me actually grow into who I am now. And he real laid back, he real humble and stuff like that. But he'd do little driplets and stuff. And if I asked him, oh, can we add this in? Can we do this or whatever? And he not the type of coach that's gonna, oh yeah, let's do this, or he'll tell me like, let me think about it, let me research
Right.
it, and he'll come back and we'll talk about it. And so that's what really helped me to grow into understanding a lot of the mechanics and everything. It helped me also research it. She would make me research it too. So you need those coaches because I learned it from him. I'm not the type of coach that I don't want to hold you down. I don't want to cripple you. I want you to grow into whatever you're gonna be. And it teaches you, I want to teach you the life lessons and everything that's gonna, produce you into, a great individual, whether it's fitness, life, because I always feel like I do this for therapy. Like me and my oldest brother, because he a gym rat too. Like, the gym is my therapy.
Right. I can empathize. Like right now, this station is becoming my therapy. Being able to get here,
Mm.
work with people, and see them bring their ideas, and then we bring them to life. But I want to bring something to life for our viewers right now. We got some pictures of you. I want to pull one up, and I want you to take me to this competition. Now, what is this? Where are we at right now?
That's I think that's Linda Murray's 2018. That was my
Are
first
there?
physique.
I see the trophies. I see the trophies.
That's what I placed second. Actually, if you know anything about the Olympia, Andrea, who she's the top bodybuilder right now, she won that competition. Me and her was in that same competition, the same category. I placed second to her. Of course, she's gigantuous.
Now, is that like it when you're training for something? Is that an individual sport, or do you guys ever get together after competitions and train, or is it solely I'm Dolo, I'm preparing to take y'all out?
Well, as you get bigger,
Uh-huh.
like not like bigger in the category, but as get as a bigger girl, it's less females in those categories. Like you will see a lot of bikini girls grouped together, a lot of figure girls grouped together. But as you get to the physique and the bodybuilders, there's not so many of us. So you will see a lot of us individualized because it's not too many of us. And I feel like I want to group with them because I feel like, it teaches us to, I want to be like the bikini girls. I want to be like this little petite girl, but
Why, man? And then they might want to gain some muscle. They might want to.
we become we become so competitive because we're bigger and it's a smaller category of us. So and you start hearing like it's just it becomes like like it's like a lot of secrecy when you get bigger, because everybody want to say, oh, they this and they that and stuff like that. And it's like, like, no, we're women. Like, why can't we, unify? But it's like, just even the little tips and tricks, nobody want to share anything. And I'm the type of person that what I do work for me, but it might not work for you. But I'm going to give you the trick.
Yeah.
I have no problem with because we're two different people. We're going to step on stage two different ways.
Yes.
I do certain things and you do certain things. We're not going to show up. We got two totally different bodies. I can do the same thing. You do the same thing. We're not going to show up on stage looking the same way. But as women, when you get to that bigger, you get that individualized type of concept. And it's, so no, we don't group train together. It's not a lot of us. You would never see a lot of physique girls or bodybuilders hanging together. No.
It's an area of opportunity, people. Let's get to
Mhm.
Listen, I ain't saying, when you in go mode, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the off-season stuff. I'm talking about
Mhm.
that extra steak or two. Chill with your people, build with your people, give them some knowledge because they do carry the torch for you. And if you care about
Mhm.
your craft, make sure you got the right people in place to carry that. Let me get this drop. You are watching Detroit Fashion Scene on WJZZ Cool TV, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Hosted by me, V. I am blessed to have Coach Chanel in the building, and I know y'all like it. I know y'all feeling the information. So like, share, see, they calling me right now, trying to like, share, follow, and subscribe. So y'all appreciate the information. I want to ask you about, okay, the class we took. Did you take it easy on me, man? Did you take it easy on? Because you didn't stop. Like it seemed like you was out for blood, but I was hurting. I didn't throw up. I'm like, did she take it easy on me, man?
It was an easier class.
Because I only hurt
it was
7 days. I thought that was gonna be I swear, I thought
it was a lot of squats. It was a lot of squats in there, but it was an easier class.
Man, you know,
I kept it moving though. I kept it moving, and you kept going.
But I didn't know I had to know how to dance. I didn't know I had to have a rhythm, man. Y'all was.
It ain't no rhythm. I'm the stiffest person out.
Y'all was in there getting to it. I'm talking about I'm telling you, all that jumping is. Let me not cuss, but man, it was. But I'm being serious now when I say I kind of underestimated it, right? But then I came in there, you kicked my butt. I got the hunger for it. What are the things that play a role in people not returning, right? Not coming back to follow the goal? Do you hear time? Do you hear life obligations? Do you hear parenthood? I'm too old. What do you hear? And what makes you want to just shake them and say, nah, you can get through that?
I hear it all. I hear definitely I don't have enough time. I don't, I have kids and stuff like that. And, like I have been on the ground, I trained with a girl, who was in the gym with me at 4:30 in the morning every day, who had a child, who worked 3 jobs, who had a child with a single mom. Literally, she would either bring her child up to the gym with her, or she'll find somebody to watch him or something. Like I feel like if you really want something, you make time. And I'm the type of
to get it done. Yes.
And I'm the type of person, and it's times where, I it's a couple of days where I might not be able to get in the gym, but I always wake up, in the morning. I'm like, okay, if I give myself 20 minutes, just go out there, hit it hard. And I'm the type of person, I don't want to keep you in the gym forever. Now I'm gonna keep however long I could train you up against the wall and kill you. You can stand in one little box and I'm gonna be able to, get results in 10 to 20 minutes. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like you don't need a whole hour. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself 20 minutes every day. Wake up and give yourself 20 minutes and do a workout. And it don't even have to be a workout. You don't even have to say a workout. Just be like, I'm going to go in there and move. I'm going to do some jumping jacks, some burpees, some squats, whatever. And it's not just the gym. It's the nutrition, So just pack your little, prepare yourself. Just like you prepare yourself for anything. Before you go to sleep, what we do, we wrap our hair as women. We wipe our face off, before we go to sleep. If you got a date going on, what you going to do? You're going to prep yourself. So nutrition, the same thing is nutrition. If you got a long day at work, make your meals, twice a week. Like take get up earlier, late at night. Prep your meals real quick and take them. If you prepare yourself throughout the day, you won't eat out. It's the nutrition part that's very important. I always say the nutrition is 75%. The gym is 25%.
Because you're feeding your body, right? You're feeding those muscles that you're building. But one of the things I hear is some people truly don't know what to use to replace some of the things they love in the kitchen. And it's not that they don't want to stick to it. It becomes frustrating when they can't kind of get over, they can't find the rhythm. So have you found some things that was good for replacing certain urges, whether it be chocolate, whether it be breads, whether it be heavy starches? What have you come up with to as some suggestions?
And what people do for these drop diets and stuff like that.
Get slim quick schemes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, your body needs everything that it eats. Your body needs starches, it needs sweets, it needs all type, it needs meat or vegetables, whatever. It needs that. And if you don't eat meat, you need to replace those proteins. Your body is craving it. And that's when you start getting those headaches. Because a lot of times you say you cut out all this stuff, say you're trying to, lose weight and you cut out all this stuff. you start getting headaches, so your body start craving it. Because your body needs it. Not only that you're addicted, because you hear people say, "Oh, I'm addicted to caffeine," or "I'm addicted," to certain things. So your body start craving it once you take it out. But your body needs those things, so you have to replace those things with healthier version. You just can't take it out because your body is you're gonna withdraw, and you're going to put your body into some type of shock, and then you're gonna be done with it after like a month if you make it that far. So you got to replace it, just like for instance, like for starches and carbs. Sweet. Of course, replace yourself stuff with sweet potatoes. And I don't like regular sweet potatoes, like the chunks, because I used to have to eat them when I was in prep and stuff. I make them with sweet potato fries, and it's
and stuff like that, right?
yes, make it sweet potato fries. Replace the red meat with chicken, fish, and turkey. You can still, and you can make like what is it? It's the fried it's not broccoli, but the fried cauliflower.
I
Like
think,
and
oh my God, yes, I love fried cauliflower, the sweet sour
fried
cauliflower.
cauliflower. Yeah, it tastes like chicken wings. I
No,
swear, it don't taste exactly like chicken wings,
oh my
but
God, put it on some pizza.
yeah.
You don't understand, man.
Mhm. Yes, yes. Like, and then even mushrooms to me taste like meat. Replacing that type of stuff with quinoa, with that type of stuff, replacing the sugars with healthy sugars. You got to replace sugars, or your body gonna straight go into a shock. Replace it with healthy sugars, whether it's vegetables and stuff like that. Not vegetables, but like fruits and stuff like that. Replace that, because your body's going to go into cravings. Don't just cut out stuff, but learn little ways. And you don't have to cut out everything at one time. And that's what people do. When people want to go on a weight loss journey, they cut out everything at one time. Yeah, don't cut it out at one time. Take out one thing for like 2 weeks. So you want to stop eating sugars. Just cut out for like 2 weeks. See how your body reacts to that. Replace it with, healthy sugar shakes, or, and stuff like that, proteins and stuff like that. And replace those supplements first. Get your body used to that, and then go from there and on and replace something else. You don't want to do it too soon, because your body gonna react to it in a negative way, and you're gonna get headaches and fatigue too fast, and it's gonna be too much for you.
Yes,
So
I'm listening.
so do it slowly.
Yeah, definitely. Someone told me before, man, if it took you 10 years to get out of shape, you can't expect to take 10 minutes to get back in shape.
Mm-hmm.
It takes just
Yeah.
dedication to something to get back into shape as it did to get out of it. And I think that
Mm-hmm.
for us, one of the things I've seen help people is having circles, or having workout buddies, or having
Yeah.
groups. So can you talk about the importance of having reinforcement, or if I can say positive reinforcement, when you on this journey? Because I know it's an individual journey, right? It's up to you to stick to it.
Mhm.
How important is the field, is the family, is the people keeping you encouraged?
I mean, it's definitely a family type of thing. Like I said, when I got back into it, I went to a boot camp type of a training. It was a lot of us there. Uh, so it's definitely important to me a lot, because a lot of times you don't have that individual mindset, or it only gonna last a short period of time.
Right.
But it's important to have those circles, because it's gonna be times where you just don't feel like it, and it might be somebody else in your group that, okay, that's the motivational person for that day, that's going to send you that, come on, just go into the gym. Let's just go in the gym. Like, even if you don't do anything, just walk on a treadmill. Sometimes you just need to get there. And I used to have to do that too, especially when I was competing. Like, literally, it'd be days, like I would be so exhausted, so tired, and I wouldn't want to do it. Literally, just get there. So having those groups is very important. Like, just try to have a work buddy, or a family friend, or a niece, nephew, your daughter, children. Honestly, the kids nowadays, they don't have sports like we used to have. I used to, for a couple of my clients back in Detroit, when I was doing face to face a lot, they would bring their kids to the training sessions, but the
Right.
kids thought they were just gonna sit,
Right.
and watch.
Oh,
No,
no,
you don't sit. You
man.
don't sit. You're gonna join. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna join this workout.
Bless you. Yes.
So just having people work out, and I will notice though the client will work out harder because because you become competitive. Like it don't matter like who you with. Sometimes you would try to beat a baby. So it become a little bit more fun when you got that buddy too. You trying to like who can do this faster, or who could do more of this or whatever. It becomes competitive, becomes fast. I mean, just become fun. Like I don't know. I really do think that that group type of a training is it's important, but don't always rely on that too, because sometimes you might not be able to find one person. Sometimes you got to be that first person, and they got to see the results,
Yeah,
and
no,
then.
and this is true. And I, I'm not the expert here. I'm listening to one though, and I would say that I trained with one for about an hour, and I saw a very crucial technique that you used when you were training, and it seems so simple, right? But it was just have fun. Like everything you were doing was like you was smiling, you was keeping them engaged. Even the movements, some of the dance stuff, it was like we was chilling, but we was working our body out. And I saw you kind
Mhm.
everybody, even when a couple of us kind of fall back, you didn't push us to go again. You encouraged us to go again through fun and through so is do you design your classes with the music and the stuff like that for a reason?
Yeah, because people like to work out with music. I realize that people like to work out with music, and it's easier to get people to do simple workouts, simple movements. Because sometimes because I've been in classes too. Where because I like I say I'm stiff, so people be doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like,
All right.
what are you doing? Yeah, so simple, simple, I want to keep you moving. Just simple, and then like, no man left behind is what I say. Like if I see you slacking or you stopping a little bit, I'm gonna get back there and I'm gonna, get you going again. Sometimes that's what you need. You just need somebody to come and cheer you on, or somebody just stand beside you and tell you got it, or hell, just stand beside you and and move a little bit, So whatever to get you going again, to get you back into that workout, because it's tired. Working out ain't easy. If it's easy, everybody do it. So
Yes, it is not
yeah.
easy. But I gotta say, when we got to the portion where you gotta pair up, and so now it's a common goal. Like in order to be done,
Mhm.
you have to encourage your partner. You know what I mean to keep it going. So I love that. I just wanted to highlight that because those are two things that really really stood out to me. That yeah, it burned, and I knew I was getting beat up, but I really was having fun. And then the interaction with people kind of made me want to come back to work out with people and not just be by myself. But I gotta ask you,
Mhm.
sister, because you got a lot going on. You are an amazing soul. Detroit,
Thank you.
Atlanta. Was it the business move to go to Atlanta? Was it a personal move? Was it like, yo, this is what I need to do for this chapter? Cause all our greats are like go Atlanta, Florida, Cali. So really, but I get it and it makes sense because I went abroad and helped to evolve myself. So talk to me
But
about
that's
why Atlanta and how why you planted your flag there.
well, I love Detroit.
You
I
know,
love Detroit.
she left the city.
I love Detroit. There ain't nothing like Detroit people. I'm not gonna lie. Like in Atlanta, it's a lot of us, and if we out, if you walking around with a Detroit anything on, like it's crazy. I had a Detroit sweater on in the
We
mall, and
everywhere.
I got stopped like 3 times. Like, where you from? And we see Detroit. Like it's all love there. But I mean, it was personal and business. Personal is Detroit is Detroit. It's
Yeah,
getting a little dangerous.
you gotta be here to
And
yeah.
yeah, it's getting a little rough. And my daddy's older. My daddy is 68. My mom passed, you
Bless
know, we're like almost 17 years ago. So like I just wanted to move to a place where cause now, I help my dad out a lot.
right.
And I just wanted, something slower for my dad, So that was a personal move. And then also a lot of my family moved down here like 10 years before me. And they, some of them own their own business. Some people, some of them, work. So, but I also heard that it's really good for like black business, and it is.
No,
If you're doing like
it's
hair,
amazing for it.
yeah, it's like the black mecca when it comes to business, especially if you're doing like hair, nails, something, stuff like that. It's like the black mecca of business. I'm not gonna lie, like anybody is somebody down here when it comes to that type of stuff. So yeah, that's
That's a great
so those.
Yeah, and it's great to go get that, go build that network and circle and bring it back. Another great place, to be if you're affluent and you us is the RTP, the Research Triangle in Raleigh, North Carolina. Like they are booming out there. You talk about
For real.
they getting it, and it reminds me of like in Atlanta because everybody's entrepreneurial, everybody's building, and you never go nowhere.
Mhm.
It ain't something going on. It's always so. Now it ain't popping like Atlanta popping like with the party and stuff, but it really is when you
Yeah.
talk about mobility in the culture and mobility in us bringing staples to our communities. RTP
Mhm.
is doing it. RTP is doing it. So let's talk about the fashion because when I was there, it was some sauce in the room, dog. Like you had the bow going on, then you had the overshirt with the so it makes me no for real. I'm joking. You can tell, like me, I throw my glasses on when I work out, or I gotta have a chain on. I just gotta have a chain
Okay.
something because that's my ritual. It makes me feel good. First, what
Mhm.
as far as what you wear, what you dress, your sneakers, your style, what makes you feel good working out?
I never thought about the fashion part of it.
Telling you,
I mean, I guess well, I guess far as far as fashion, like I don't know, I always had this thing where like I always like it's for years, I always say like your shirt and your pants shouldn't touch, which means which means always in a crop top. Like like whether it's
no,
like
but you can't. I saw your pictures. Every picture, you got a different style. You got a different like. So, what is that? Just you poking out of your craft and your passion? Because I'm telling you, when
Mhm.
I see a lot of people in the gym and I'm looking at them, they love how they look, boy. They got their Yeezys on, they got their Gucci frames on, and
Well,
they don't take a day off.
this go this goes back to Flojo. Like Flojo, this is back when I was in my, athletic days. Well, athletic, college training days. 'Cause I love Flojo. Flojo and Marion Jones. That was like my I love them.
Like,
So Flojo always said like how you train is how you look. So if you look good, you train good. And she was like she never even went to the mailbox unless she had a full face of makeup on and she had her nails done. She was dressed good. So I guess and then it was crazy too. My first coach, Ron Love, like even if we was waking up at like if we was at the gym at 4:30 in the morning, he didn't care. Like you didn't come into the gym looking horrible. Like you didn't come in the gym looking like 4:30. You
like you
came in the gym looking like
said,
5 p.m. It was a couple times when I moseyed up in the gym with my hair, just in a ponytail, no, just looking whatever. He be like, "What's wrong with you?" Like you never know who's watching you. And I'm like, "It's 4:30 in the morning. Nobody is watching us." And he be like, You don't look like that." So it's like, I guess even though I never thought about it, I always try to look good, even if I'm training by myself, because I go out in my backyard and train, you know what I'm saying? But I still, want to look however, I feel. I still have, my bra, my, my tights on, my gym, you know what I'm saying? So, if you feel good, if you go out there, in a t-shirt and some sweatpants, if that's not, if you don't feel good doing it, you're not going to
that's it.
try your best.
Listen, I'm the loudest person in the gym. I got the tie, I got the Westbrook arm sleeve on,
I
boy.
seen you. You're very colorful.
So, yeah, I got the West, I got the long tights, and I got the tightest shoes I could possibly wear. But the psychology behind it is, man, like some people are working out for how they feel. Now I'm working out for how I want to feel sometimes. You know what I mean? Like you use the word therapy, like it's therapeutic as much as it is a workout. I'm working out for the me I want to be. You know what I mean? The
Mhm.
me I am got me through that door. So a lot of times to get through those moments when your arms burning, look, they put mirrors everywhere in gyms for a reason. Somebody's looking.
Yes.
All right, I ain't gonna lie, but that's why I keep the glasses on. People can't see me being fat.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you gotta be in there sore, mad when you don't want to. When you don't want to. Sometimes you gotta dress
Yeah,
just to get yourself in the freaking door, And then it's gonna be somebody, something, whether it's somebody that's loving, funny, or somebody you just want to just stare at in the fucking gym because they a mess. Whatever it is, get yourself there.
but now you can't tell me that the shoes don't matter. You doing leg day, you there for hours. You need clean.
Yeah,
What's on your
shoes matter.
what's on your feet?
Well, shoes do matter. Right now, I'm wearing the Harachis. I
All
think
right,
that's what
oh,
I have.
you got the Huaraches. That's Detroit as hell, though. The Huaraches is Detroit
Yeah,
as hell. I didn't Jalen Rose in there.
that's what I'm on now. That's what I'm on now. The Hirachi.
If it's leg day, I heard that Chuck Taylor All Stars is the best ones to use or flats.
Yeah, yeah, because they're flat. Because they're flat, and if you go to a lot of hardcore gyms, you will even see some people lifting without shoes on, or they have them. What's the ones that they
The
look
little,
like fingers?
yeah. That seems
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah.
That seems dangerous.
No,
Let some fall on
because
that
your
toe.
foot is
Let some
you
fall.
want it doesn't matter. Your feet. It's not about your feet. I mean, it's about your feet. You want your feet flat. And that's why you'll see people with Chuck Taylors and the Vans on. You'll see Vans too.
Hands. I
Because they're
see.
flat.
Yeah.
But it don't have nothing to do with your feet. It has everything to do with with your ankles, with your calves, with your so your feet is just it's just a starting point. So you want that flat, but everything else is what's gonna carry that weight. That's what's gonna carry that 680 pounds. And I know because I put it on me, so it
Like
don't nut it.
you dropped the joint over your
Yeah,
back. You embarrassing me in
well
front of people.
well actually my leg press, I think my max was like 800 or something pounds. I'm weak on a free squat. I think my max.
What's weak to
Huh?
you?
Well, I'm weak on my free squat. My
Uh,
free squat I think was like 320 something, but going and that's going in the bucket. You want to go in a bucket. If you don't go in a bucket, it don't
what's the
count.
fucking me all the way?
You all the way down. You want to go past parallel, so your butt should be past parallel and go up.
Yeah,
That's the bucket.
working out.
That's only at the hardcore gyms. That don't count. LA Fitness don't count. Planet Fitness don't count. You got to go to the hardcore, ugly, dirty gyms.
I mean, okay, but okay, because you say that, but one of the consistencies I'm seeing as I travel and I try to work out is they got these big ass signs that say no grunting, no loud noise, no this, no that. Why are they
Mhm.
taking that element away so much if it means so much, to the workout experience? Is it for everyone else?
The best marketing, far as marketing, we're not talking about fitness or nothing else. The best marketing is Planet Fitness. They don't care. They don't give a dang about who works out. It's about who don't come. They want to keep us out of there because people that work out and stuff like that and that's grungy and scream, people don't want to, they want to come to the gym once a month, twice a month, run on a cardio, run on a, do a little cardio and leave. That's the money making part of it.
Right.
Like real grungy gyms and stuff like that. Like the Planet, like Powerhouse in Holland Park, they're not making no money. They make money from the regulars. They keep it open for the fact that it's the original Powerhouse. The Powerhouse that's opening up and stuff now, they have smoothie shops, women's sections. It's cleaner. Grungy gyms don't make money no more. So if you're talking about from the marketing
Yeah.
aspect, it's a separation between the fitness and the money. Like a lot of boot camps and stuff like that don't make a lot of money. Because a lot of people don't. They have that quick, easy. That's what they want. And that's why a lot of if you go to a lot of marketing, if you walk past a lot of gyms like Planet Fitness and stuff like that, they have the cardio machines, the bulk of cardio machines, and it's the regular weights and stuff is like sporadic, or so it's not that many of them. It's not that many big plates and stuff because it's not the marketing aspect is in the money and the fitness part. It's not they don't want the grunginess because that's not where the money is at. So
Okay.
and who sells pizza once a month to people that they want to.
Sense. I was wondering because it seemed like people be held back because they want to grunt, but it's every place is saying none. So, but that makes a lot of sense. They're trying to market, trying to make more money. You know what I mean? So I understand. But hey, man, hooray to the grunters, man! Do your thing, man. Get your grunt in. Look at yourself. Get them extra pumps in. I'm with it. Let me get this commercial break. I want to ask a question because I can't leave until I do. You're watching Detroit Fashion Scene on WJZZ Cool TV, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. hosted by me, V. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. I have Coach Chanel in the house today with Pretty Girl Fitness. Remote interview from the A. Now, I want to leave some time because we got about 5 minutes. So I want to just ask you something real fast, and then I want to give you the time to tell us about what you have going on. If there's any way we can support you in helping your cause. But you said something earlier. You gave mention to a diet and you talked about how much weight you lost taking that diet, but you urged multiple times, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And I want you to really speak to those who are trying to find those quick fixes and they're adopting diets that could be more harmful to them. It may give them gains, but in the long run, it'll come back. You speak to them because I think they need you to.
Yeah, these quick, weight loss schemes, most of the time, say the detoxes that promise you to lose 10 pounds or 15 pounds, if you take this detox, of course you're gonna, lose weight at 10 to 15, 10 to 15 pounds if you take it. Because a lot of times, we're eating bags, so your body is backed up. A lot of times we have like 10 pounds of waste in us. If you take these, detoxes for a week and you boo booing your life away,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna lose weight, yes. You're gonna gain it right back once you start eating again. So you're not gonna keep it off. And then also you can also if you don't starve yourself like I was doing when I took out all carbs, it can send your body into, a caloric deficit where you could your organs start messing up, your kidneys could start messing up, all type of stuff, and you can start, ruining your body and stuff like that too. So and it's stuff too. You can't keep it up. Once you start eating it, you're gonna gain it back plus more. You ever heard that? People say, "Oh, I lost all this weight, but I gained it back plus more." Yes, because you stopped your metabolism. Once you started it back, your body just you stop your metabolism, and then it started,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you gained all the weight back. So it's no way for that unless you staple your stomach and stuff like that. But all this quick stuff, you're gonna gain the weight back. You can lose 10 to 15 pounds, and that's what a lot of diets promise you: 10 to 15 pounds. If they say 10 to 15 pounds in the first couple of weeks, stay away from it. You're
That
gonna gain it weight, right?
that boo boo weight, that's not real. That's the boo boo
Boo
weight.
boo weight. We're gonna start catching that. Yeah,
I know it look good. That's that boo boo weight.
yeah,
Y'all leave that alone. All
yeah.
right, listen, Coach Chanel, I appreciate you. I know you have much to do. I hear you. I receive you. I know you got a journey here, and I thank you for your time. I want to give you
Thank
these
you.
last couple minutes to just tell us what you got going on. Any way we can support you, anywhere we can go to show our presence for you.
Yes, well, well, I do want to start doing the classes. That was like my first class, I'm not gonna lie. Because like I am more of a boot camp type of a trainer. I'm more of a, weight type of a trainer too. So I'm not used to, like the group session with the music and stuff, but I loved it. So I do want to do more of those, especially in Detroit. So I be on the lookout for those. I do want to do it at least once a month.
Yes.
Start out with that and see how that
I hate it. I know I'm gonna hate it, but I'm there. I'm there. Oh man.
And also too, I do one-on-one, personal training with you and the A. I do online training, in both of them, whether you're in the A or online training, I do offer nutrition plans. Whether it's, depending on your goal, I set the workout plan and the meal plan up to you. I am a real, personal type of a trainer because even though I do online training, I am very still hands on. Like you can ask any of the people that I coach. Like I text them at least 3 to 4 times a week, if not more. You know, to motivate you, and it's gonna be random too sometimes. Somebody need videos for a whole week, like like whatever to shock you, to get you going and stuff like that. So fitness is very important to me, especially for people of color. Like we need to understand, like, and it's not just about looking good, it's feeling good mentally. It starts from within. Like if you get that inside going, and
That's it, people.
you know
All right,
yes.
but then real quick, Instagram, Facebook.
Yes. Heather.Chanel. Yes. And Nellie Browner on Facebook.
Y'all go support. If you're in Atlanta right now, you see the jewel you got. Help it shine, man. Go support. You see the way she has given herself a chance to achieve all her goals. Retire. We didn't even talk about the retirement. Okay. I left you alone on that. All right. Even though but she retired and still putting this work in for y'all. So shout out Pretty Girl Fitness. Shout out to Coach.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Detroit Fashion
Thank
Scene,
you.
WJZZ Cool TV, hosted by me. Listen, if you're listening to this is an invitation. If you have a business, you're an entrepreneur, you want to grow, you want to sit here and see if you can get some great ideas out, holler at me. Coach Chanel, tell your people we got number love for Atlanta. Atlanta extended a lot of love to me and mine in the past. So we out here funk. Come on to Detroit, man. Let's make that mix. That DNA. That sounds dope too. That DNA. We're gonna take it out of that.
DNA.
Detroit Fashion Scene. I love it, man. I love WJZZ. We're gonna get this thing going. Let's get this beat on, D. I appreciate everybody who stayed tuned. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Be blessed. Bless somebody. Peace. Hey. Oh. And like that, we did that, baby. Look at that. Look at that. I gotta put that work in for that. I gotta put that work in for that. I will get there. I swear I will get there. Detroit Fashion City.